complete, and so my humble land refuge becomes my fortress. No more unannounced visitors from the planning enforcement team at Central Bedfordshire Council. No more inland revenue caseworkers just dropping by. No more unscheduled inspectors by those chirpy, devil-may carefree spirits from Ofsted. In fact, no more surprise visitors of any kind to interrupt my plotting.
Hello, Lord Moldywort, are you there? It's me, Tisabel, the new girl.
Tisabel?
Yes, my parents couldn't decide between Tizzy and Isabel, so...
Come to the point.
Your loyal servant, Weezerine, sent me for my induction.
Those recruitment choices are becoming increasingly erratic.
Oh, but it's such an honour to be your new trainee potion maker.
Potions? Who am I, minion?
You're Lord Vadermort, the most powerful dark wizard in whole of Muggle Earth, he who shall not be named.
You said Lord Moldywort.
Well, you see, trouble is that it's been so long since anyone dare say your name. I think a lot of people have generally forgotten what it is. In many ways, you are a victim of your own success.
Are you familiar with the fate of Weezerine's predecessor, Big-Eared Nogbert, who was the last person foolish enough to displease me?
I'm guessing he didn't live to tell the tale, my lord.
I deliberately kept him alive, precisely so that he can tell the tale. Of course, he goes by the name O-Eared Nogbert these days.
Well, I'm afraid that one passed me by, my lord, but then again, tales of your wickedness are oh so numerous, it's hard to keep track. In many ways, you are a victim of your own...
Silence, fool! What is your purpose?
I am to assist in making potions.
Yes.
And to act as a sounding block for any large blocks of exposition that you would otherwise be forced to soliloquize all through by yourself. You know, so you don't sound like some sort of nutter.
Your contract also requires you to offer up body parts.
True, but with these curves of mine, I doubt I'm carrying anything in your size.
My elixir runs low. Gluteus maximus is a key consistent, namely the rump. Did Weezerine not brief you?
Oh, he did say I had a lovely pair of pink, perky elbows.
He does sometimes get those two things mixed up.
He did warn me, though, to think carefully, though, before I signed up, because once I had, my arse would be yours.
He can also be wonderfully literal when it suits him.
So I'm not much of a colleague as a...
But Cadona, but fear not, the procedure is painless, and you will remain fully capable of undertaking your next function.
Which is actually making you a potion?
No, just a snack, in fact.
For your lunch?
For my python. And here he comes. Oh, he really is all ears these days since I fed him Nogbert's upcuts.
I think I might go now.
Do you know, I've never seen anyone outrun Nagini when he's hungry. In fact, when the doors are locked.
But they're not locked.
Cantoneco Portus!
Get.
How wonderfully profound.
Okay, you may have killed me, but know this. You are a bad employer, and this is blatant sexism in the workplace.
I think not.
Are you seriously suggesting that no form of gender bias came into play when I was selected for this role?
Of course.
Despite the fact that this whole appointment has literally been a booty call.
I have no idea what that is. But in any case, you were selected for your shape, not your gender.
Ha! Then it's good old-fashioned size bias then. Any tribunal panel worth their salt would find that you are fattest.
And any weight worth their salt would find that you are fattest.
Rotten piece of...
Calico! Honestly, McGeaney, you can't harvest a single rock these days without someone banging on about equality. Yes, sweetheart, you can attack it as soon as I'm done killing with the death curs. But leave the buns, understand? Hello, it's me, your new henchman. I mean, hench person. I mean, no ranking fuggery for said later. Your loyal servant, Weezerine, sent me. Let us hope your timid exterior conceals a raving inner zeal for crushing my enemies.
Do you have many enemies?
Yes, hundreds, obviously. And now that scheming Harridan Mumble draws plots against me.
Oh.
They'll remain quite still within the circle of stones, Weasel Runs shows me and it offers great benefits as a security device. We must test it.
On me, my lord?
Well, who better? It detects concealed magic. You must be harboring some hidden faculties. Or there would be no point to you at all.
Okay.
Wait, your leg is jiggling. Why?
Nerves, my lord. Forgive me.
Desist, or the scanner won't work.
I'm trying.
Hold it still with your hand if your mind is too feeble.
Is that better, my lord?
No! Now your entire body is jiggling.
With respect, my lord. Your distinctive brand of whispering fury may be counterproductive in this scenario. You might have to try being nice.
Excuse me?
Relax me. Give me some small talk. Hit me with some banter.
Who am I, minion?
You are Lord Voldemort, the most powerful dark wizard on the whole of Muggle Earth.
And does that sound like someone who dispenses banter?
Admittedly not, but no harm to developing your sympathetic side amongst colleagues, my lord. As a management strategy.
Oh, giving feedback. Anything else?
Well, a canteen would be nice, and excuse me for saying, but some of those death beaters you have hanging around the place are downright servants. Classic Paul Moran.
And we've done it.
Done what?
Stifled your jiggling with that tedious interlude. So let us start. I touch the keystone with my wand. The stone starts to glow. Why are the stones not glowing? Why are the stones not glowing?
Because the scanning function isn't working, my lord.
Yes, I deduced that.
No, I mean Weaselwine just discovered an error. He needs the keystone back so he can fix it. He said he needed someone beefy to come pick it up. Ooh, weighty, isn't it?
He sent you expressly to tell me that it doesn't work.
Yes, my lord.
Then why did you not just say so? Ah, Weasel Run. Such a subtle fellow sending this Patsy to do my sting.
It's Tobias, my lord. I think Patsy works in HR.
Too dim-witted even to drop before me and beg for his life.
Unless you're thinking of that pansy in business support. Now the slightly wonky face.
I command you, kneel!
Who's Neil?
Genuflectus!
You can't kill me!
Really?
I bear concealed enchantment placed upon me earlier by Weaselwine. Any harmful spells will see me, and then the objects I hold transport him instantly back to his study.
Yes, I've already detected the return to sender charge. However, but whether you reappear there dead or alive, that's optional.
Ah,
See, what a cunning gift he offers as his apology.
gift?
The opportunity to rid us of your stupidity and return the keystone in one satisfying strike.
This is workplace bullying. I'm in the union, you know. I'm in the union.
Not for much longer. All yours, Weasel Run. Yes, it is me again. The buttock potion is brewing nicely. Now, if I could possibly trouble your hideous, unwashed muggles for some quiet, I shall return to my plotting.
Hello, Dark Lord. It's me, Tim, from your records department.
I wasn't aware that I had a records department.
That's exactly why you need a records department.
Shut up! Why are you here?
To brief you.
I wasn't aware that I needed briefing.
That's exactly why you need a briefing. Until you've had a briefing, you won't be able to say with any confidence whether you needed one or not.
You're unseasonably cheerful.
It's nice to be cheerful.
None of my other Death Beaters are cheerful.
You should really try to weed that out at the application stage, my lord.
I'm not cheerful!
Hardly surprising with that lot hanging round you. Now, I'm thinking of a rapid roundup with a few slides, followed by some Q&As. How does that grab you?
I'm thinking of a rapid refusal, followed by feeding your bony backside to my snake. How does that grab you?
Well, that grabs me as being grossly inappropriate.
You're quite right. His diet is poor enough as it is.
Not to mention deeply disrespectful, borderline psychotic, I'm completely adrift from managerial best practice and any recognised set of social norms.
But it would stop you from talking. McGeady! Supper!
Ah!
Forgive me, Fagini. I forgot to lock it up. He always turns invisible when he's sulking. That's right! Pursue him into the ground!
Martin, head of your records department.
Where did you appear from?
From your records department, I thought that was implicit. We maintain dossiers on all your death beaters, on each of your key enemies, and their current whereabouts, capabilities, loyalties, and so forth.
I capture all this myself through my day-to-day leadership activities.
Ah, well then answer me this. How many siblings does Weasel Rind have?
3 awful squibs.
Now, if your information were up to date, you would know that the correct answer is 2. 3 of them visited you today. Sadly, 1 did not survive.
After I wisely repurposed Tisabel as pet food and gave Timid Tobias a well-deserved secondment to the corpse department, I sent my management consultant McGinney to adjust down Tim's overly jolly levels, making 0.
Well, Tim is fleet of foot.
Then 1, maybe.
Ah, but Tobias survived, thanks to his brother's protective enhancement and the earlier premeditated sacrifice of Tisabel, which you will find by ancient magic to damage your wand by redirecting some of the force of your subsequent death curse.
Weasel Ryan tricked Isabel into the appointment. She was no willing martyr.
Well, the injury she sustained while previously destroying one of your cursed artifacts was terminal. She volunteered for phase 1 to degrade your snake and wand alike.
And does phase 2 involve some gas bag boring me to death about it all?
Well, Weasel Ryan knew with your wand compromise that the Circle of Stones would fail to function, but predicted you would mistake this for a fault in the Keystone. Tobias then played along, then deliberately provoked your death curse, damaging your wand still further, whilst transporting him and the Keystone back to his brother, thus tricking you into dismantling your own security device, which otherwise would be working perfectly.
For which my revenge will be absolute.
Ah, but brave Tim, drawing away your one remaining weapon was phase 3.
I don't need a python, a scanner, or a fully functioning one to deal with you.
But if your device had been working, you would have seen through the disguise placed on me earlier by Weasel Ryan. Or shall I say, my loyal servant Weasel Ryan.
No!
Yes, behold me now, Mescarado Terminator.
Mumble draws!
I am she. You'll have to excuse me, I've been holding that in for a good half hour to stay in character for this caper. Yes, it's me, Mumbledraws, the greatest wand waver that Salford ever produced. Come to root you out of your nest of vipers and bring you to justice.
You will pay for this outrage! Ludifectus!
I told you that tickling stick of yours is a wreck. Pick your nose with it, it'll offer more satisfaction. Incarceratus mobilata!
Release me, witch! Put me down! This is an insult to Wizard Kind!
Oh, give over. It's up to the jailhouse with you, cock, until the Great Coven can sit to pass their sentence.
The Great Coven is a pack of inadequates, full of hot air!
I knew it was coming. What's my line? Better out than in is my philosophy. Thank you, Lady Watts. Better out than in is my philosophy, but in your case, something custodial is definitely required. In any case, have no fear. They're going to appoint a new Grand Magus, and I'm sure she will get them on the right track.
You, a provocative upstart at the head of their grand chamber, they'll never suffer your northern guff.
What am I saying next? What?
We shall see!
Oh, yeah, okay, we shall see, but what's the line? We shall see, cock, we shall see. Weasel Ryan is acting as my campaign manager, as though I've got a feeling it's all going to go very well. In fact, I can feel it in my gut. The winds of change.
No more! I can't! Throw me in a soul when I can supplement the taste of fresh air!
Well, that's got to the bottom of that. Thank you very much, boo him. and toot him. On with the show!